Hello, everybody. This is author Jamil Jones, and today I would like to share 5 things that you need to accomplish within the first few chapters of your book. One is that you need to introduce the main character or the protagonist of your story. You need to describe them. You need to introduce some of their gripes, their complaints. You need to introduce some of their shortcomings, their goals. You need to get the reader invested with that character so that when something happens later on in that book, they're angry or they're sad, they feel empathy or maybe lack thereof for that character. 2, you need to introduce the conflict. Like what's the major thing that's happening in this world? This is mainly for fiction, by the way. What's the major thing that's happening in this world, or at least foreshadow the conflict to come? You know, what's causing these characters grief? What is setting them what is setting them apart from these other characters? You know, what is the conflict? Get that within the first few chapters of your book. Clarify it, determine it. 3, introduce the setting. What's happening? Who's in it? Like the overall setting of your book, the story's world. If you're creating a world, or you like New York City, you know, describe it. Make it known that, hey, this story is taking place in New York City. You know, use the setting to shed some light on the background info of your story. It's a really great tool. Okay, please, I recommend doing that. 4, you need to hook the reader. The first sentence or the first paragraph of your book should be a hook. You don't want again, this is for mainly fiction, but you don't want your book to be dry. You need to hook the reader. The hook should entice them. It should leave them for questions. It should leave them in suspense. You need them to read that first sentence, that first paragraph, and be like, oh my God, what happens next? Flip page. That's what you want. 5, you need to get the story rolling. My recommendation is within the first 1 to 7 chapters, depending on how long or short your chapters are. You need to get that main character or main characters out of their ordinary world and into the new world. You want them to fall into the new world. You want to raise the stakes. Again, I'm going to repeat this word, stakes. Raise the stakes. You should have already kind of determined the stakes, or at least foreshadowed them, but you need to have the stakes there. You need to have them happening. You need to have a bunch of different stakes throughout your story. You need to keep raising and raising and raising. Get your character out of that ordinary world. Get that story moving. The faster you get a story moving, the quicker the reader is invested. Okay? So I hope this information helps you guys. This is author Jamil Jones. Peace out.